Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Today we are doing Raid on Bungeling Bay by Broaderbund Software, which is a subsidiary of Hudson Soft. So hit or miss on this one. Alright, round one, factory 6, 4 lives left. Alright. Okay, so there is going to be a shooter. Helicopter shooter. Right off the bat, my god, can this go any slower? Okay, so I guess we have to hold the button down to get our propeller going. Controls are... Oh, it's one of these. Okay, like... Already, I don't even want to bother. I've never liked the games where you're kind of don't really have a lot of control in your vehicle. This does look a lot like a few other shooters we've played. All right, where are we going? We gotta go this way. We're following the arrow, I guess. Where are we? What's going on here? Why are we... Are we blowing this up? What's going on here? I don't know what... No real saying anything about what we're really wanting to be doing here. I guess the arrow shows us where our carrier is. Other than that, we just kind of fly around. And blowing stuff up. Alright, well, I mean, all in all, again, the game is playable. It's not awful. I'm not big on the controls and the whole kind of free floating around. I'm trying to figure out what we're kind of supposed to be doing here. It seems like the level is pretty large. It's pretty large with kind of the same thing over and over and over again. I feel like we're kind of going around in circles. But we haven't seen the same area twice. Once you get the hang of it to a point, it's not the worst. I feel like the graphics and just the presentation is kind of lackluster. For as minimal and basic as the gameplay is, like, I feel like they could have done more. Again, trying to figure out what we're supposed to be doing here, just running around shooting stuff, I guess. Usually levels have purposes and points to them. Like, we're trying to go take out some kind of installation or vehicle or something. Here, it doesn't seem to be the case. Here, we're just kind of driving around with no point or purpose. It seems like they took a kind of a page out of SimCity a little bit with some of the stuff, and just almost looks like we're in a computer. We got all these circuits. I mean, it really does look more computer-esque than it does like actual landscape. With the way everything looks, it looks like transistors and like the pads and everything that you would find on a motherboard. Even the buildings look like you'd find something inside your computer or game system, more so than anything else. Again, I'm not seeing what there's any point to this. Alright, everything turned red. I guess maybe that's our cue of we took too much damage, or there's something else, or maybe it just turned night, and this is their kind of turning things dark. All in all, it seems large, but large does not necessarily dictate good. You know, it's like the open worlds, but when you have an open world that is pretty much empty, or with the same 2 or 3 kinds of fetch quests over and over and over again, like it doesn't really, you know, constitute being a good game just because it's open world and it's big. If you don't have anything worthwhile to do or anything, you know, that makes the open world worth being in, you know? And that's kind of where we're at here is, yeah, it seems big, but it's sparse with the occasional turret, the random tank, and then satellite dishes. And then if you go over the ocean, we got speedboats. Other than that, like, there's really nothing. The game has not told us a single thing to do in any way, shape, or form. Usually, even in games like this, it says, you know, it has some kind of briefing, or you could just tell what you're supposed to be doing. At this point, I feel like we're just running around shooting things. I mean, we don't run out of ammo. We don't run out of gas. I haven't seen a health bar yet. I'm trying to see if any of these numbers change. The 50, the B1, and F6. I can't tell. At this point, that's not like coordinates or whatever that we're in. I'm gonna take another hit and see if the 50 changes, if any of these numbers change. But again, it looks like we're kind of repeating the same areas without having a map or any kind of idea of where you're going or what's going on. All right, let's see if either of these numbers is health. No, because I'm definitely getting, okay, yeah, damage 82. Okay, there we go. So it goes up instead of down. So I guess if we hit like 100, maybe we die. Sometimes the controls are very difficult. Again, I mean, there's our carrier, but is there a reason that I've landed on it once, I've tried to land on it a second time, and it didn't actually do anything. I mean, at this point, we're still hitting the same things over and over again. It looks like it just repopulates. So I don't really see a point or a purpose or anything of this game This is one of those things that if I wish we had like a manual for. Okay, so docking fixes our ships. Okay, so B9 now, F6. Okay, so we can dock at any point. We can heal, I guess, like supposedly kind of refuel. At least get our damage back, but like. Other than that, they're not telling us anything. It doesn't seem like there's a damn thing to do here. Alright, so bombs. After 2 bombs, we... I'm trying to see if we can bomb any buildings. There's nothing that seems to be worth needing to be bombed. Like, the only thing I could see were those. And I guess now that the light's not blinking, maybe? I don't know. Like, we're grasping at straws, trying to figure out if there's any point, purpose, or reason behind anything. I'm just not seeing it. I'm not seeing any joy or fun in this game either. No? Nothing. We're out of bombs. Yeah, we've been through all this before, so it's respawning the same things on it. It's really not doing anything. This game is very, very basic, very boring, very boring with no rhyme, reason, or point to it, except to just run around shooting things and getting points. When you take too much damage or you need something, you go land back on your carrier, and then you go back to doing it. Like, other than that, I'm just seeing anything else. Yeah. We've been on all this stuff. We've gone through everything. We've not seen a single other thing in this entire game. Yeah, it's the same 3 enemies. Well, really 2 enemies. The only 2 guys. I don't even think the tanks attack you. Minus these, which again looks like they definitely did respawn. Okay, so that is definitely, we did go around in a circle. I'm just gonna fly one direction and see what happens. If we come back to, yeah, so we are definitely, and then everything respawned. There's no point. Like, this game is doing absolutely nothing. I kind of wish we had a manual to see if we're missing something, but all this time playing, we cannot find anything that we're actually, like, stumbling across anything at all. So, with that being said, I think we're just going to end this exercise in attrition here, because it doesn't seem to be a overly playable game. Well, at least playable in the fact that it being able to doing something other than just keep shooting the same things over and over and over again. I mean, I feel like we've stumbled around long enough. That's a good enough thing as any to have found something. So I really feel like we have definitely been over all of the map And with that being said, there has been nothing other than the constant respawning and redoing of the same 4 items in the entire thing. Alright, so we found the one part of just open water with nothing around. I mean, this would be fun for like some kids or whatever, just hanging out and doing your thing. Other than that, I mean, we got nothing. Alright, guys. Well, that I think we're going to do. I think we've got a really good idea of how the game plays, what the game is, and what's going on. And the game plays fine, all things considering. But other than that, there's no purpose. There's nothing really going on. It's not overly fun. It's definitely no complexity whatsoever. It's pretty meteoric when it comes to the level design and, you know, the graphics. Not to say there's anything wrong with them. They're strictly fine. There's nothing negative. I mean, being 8-bit, you kind of expect it. But I feel with what limited stuff they have going on, they could have put a little bit more time and effort into at least a couple things. It's like they stole a lot of the stuff from a few other games to put it in here. So with that being said, guys, I'm gonna just call it here. I don't feel that there's anything else to show. So with that being said, you have a good day. Hopefully the next one's gonna be better. Till next time, guys, have a good day.